account for more than 40% of energy consumption and are the largest CO2 producers in many world regions. The Greener Buildings project, supported by the European Union, investigates how buildings can dynamically adapt their operations according to the actual use of the building. This is achieved by constantly measuring user activity with basic, widely available sensors and controlling building resources like heating, lighting, and office appliances.
The main point of Greener Buildings is, can we save energy by using activities that are automatically recognized and then used for control purposes. Our studies typically went through installations, so we installed this technology, including the framework that we developed in the project, into different office environments. We call this living labs.
In the office space we have the ultrasound sensors. They just measure the distance of objects in front of them. Then we use the passive infrared sensors, which are commonly known as motion sensors. We use that combination to stabilize the system, the signal of whether or not the person is using the computer or is within the desk area.
We can save about 50% of energy in computer screens by switching them off at the moment that people are not using the screen. We can save about 20 to 30% of overhead lighting by dimming lights, for example, when computers are used.
The meeting room is a challenging scenario because people are coming in and out and they don't have a fixed place, so you have to use techniques that are of a broader scope. So we split the meeting room in 3 areas. It actually allows us to control different light levels depending on the number of people and depending on what the activity is. And we have all the thermal conditions, so we have CO2, humidity and temperature inside as well as outside.
Measuring energy consumption, we can quantify that. But measuring comfort, for example, there are many factors that might be influencing it, and you don't know for sure whether it's related to your solution or if it's related to whether people have a bad day that day. And of course we at least try to eliminate some of these fluctuating conditions as much as possible. People will use less energy and will feel more satisfied when they feel in control.
To be able to reuse all this information, for me, is I think one of the most interesting things.
This is novel, this hasn't been investigated before. How to automatically adjust the environment in order to achieve an energy efficient setting of the room, of the building. And if you scale this up for a whole building or for many buildings, then of course there is a large amount of energy that can be saved.
It's really green research, right? Because there's a lot of energy wasted in office buildings.
Offer it to others in the end of the project so that they can also develop applications on. In that regard, I do think it's a success, yeah.
It's a successful project also because we have a number of results that are now being used by companies who develop further products out of the research that has been done.